everybody. It is Tuesday. It is another rainy day here in sunny South Florida. I am Joker from Players Wanted. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, man of the smallest stature but biggest heart, Greg Paparisi from Dead End Outfitters.
Yeah.
Hello, Greg. So today is going to be a short stream. We are really containing ourselves to an hour and a half tonight, mostly because we have a lot of work to get done. We have sort of a little bit of announcement that Greg will be going to the Veterans for Airsoft charity game.
Way to up front the lead instead of bury it, but go ahead. No, that's all right.
Hell no, I'm just going to blurt that right out there. So he now has to scramble to get some guns ready to go. I'm going to have to drive over to Fort Myers tomorrow to pick stuff up because I leave on Thursday. So it's kind of a big thing, you know, going all the way up to Black Ops Bristol in Wisconsin.
Bristol, Wisconsin, absolutely.
So I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. So we're just going to talk a little bit about some random stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about something that came up recently. We're not going to name any company names or anything else. But we're going to talk about techs and all that stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about, what, it is summertime and what people should do in the summertime so that you're not like a heat casualty and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like I almost was on Sunday.
Which is surprising. I didn't actually expect you to admit to that. Now your people are going to be ripping you.
I was not a heat cat. I almost was.
You almost was, though, yes.
But I was still hydrating everything else. So it's always important to sometimes do a little bit more than just hydrating on a hot summer day.
You got to pre-hydrate sometimes. Spend the day before hydrating beforehand.
So we're going to talk just about some random nonsense. We're going to go from there. So Bentley, hello. DZapFat.com Skyfall Airsoft Team. Hello. That's a name in itself. So we're going to talk a little bit about some stuff. So let's kick off with the Veterans for Airsoft game. I believe the tickets end maybe Monday or possibly even this weekend. So if you guys are anywhere near that area, come on out. Freddie.
Oh, my God. Already?
I know, right? I don't know what the hell the deal is. Freddie Flux and his team are really good at what they do with running this event. It's a lot of fun. It's a Terminator-themed event. Check it out. It's only $75 for the weekend, it should be a lot of fun. I'm actually I've already packed the smoker, so we're going to be smoking a brisket.
And Freddie will be running his very first D-Hop barrel for this game. So that's going up there this weekend.
Yep, that's another reason why you've been busy.
All that done. Yeah, finally got anybody looking for barrels. I'm resourcing everything right now. So some barrels are actually back ordered until February 2022. So I'm having to source from other locations. That's why so many things are taking so long. You'll have to forgive me, guys.
To answer that question, we actually stream in all three places at once. We stream at YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time. That's one of the benefits of the service that we use. The downside is that I periodically just go just like that. So that's kind of like one of the biggest pieces of news is that all of a sudden Greg decided, hey, we're gonna go. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing tonight? So good news all around. I had a train of thought and the doctor has scheduled me. My wife has scheduled me for some doctor's appointments coming up to deal with my ADHD because of my trains of thought are just like steamrolling out of the way. But anyhow, hold on. All right. So, Veterans for Airsoft game. If you guys come out and join us. It should be a ton of fun. I'm actually trying to pull up the spot now to get the tickets for that. One of the things I'll give feedback for everybody, if you're putting up events and all that stuff. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Never mind. I would put the tickets in more than one spot on your event page. For some reason, I kept missing this before. I don't know why. I went looking for it. It was kind of hard to find. I would post that link in 3 different areas, just to make sure that you actually get it and it can go.
As someone who does run events, normally putting it just a ticket link in Facebook, you overlook it because it's right in line with all the other initial information, and it doesn't show up as looking like a link.
It doesn't. That's
the biggest problem for it.
But this event's going to be pretty fun. I know that Braxton's going to be out there with Jolly Roger. I'm actually driving up in the new gun truck. So, and she's got some new shoes on. So, that being said, last year, we really did have a blast. Like I said in the last stream, I'm sort of a little sad that's not back at Sherwood Forest again, because Sherwood Forest is actually a really good location. Plus, I know how to get muscadine almost all the time.
Well, I wouldn't know the difference. I don't travel around much, so this is actually going to be pretty good. Getting out there, for me, it's good to be part of, to get out and get part of not just the airsoft community, but the veterans as well. I don't make a big deal out of talking about how, we're a veterans-owned company, things like that. I don't want anybody to respect us that way, but I do like being able to support the veterans, especially those that are playing, and the things that Freddie does to help with those vets that are suffering from PTSD and need this to help them. Definitely like to get out there to help with that. I understand that all proceeds from this event go directly to Veterans for Airsoft charity, and that in turn goes directly to helping to support the veterans. So absolutely, guys, if you're in the area and you can make and you have the time to make it out, don't hesitate to make it. If you're not in the area, I will tell you that flights are incredibly cheap. I'm flying up from South Florida to Indiana for $70, and I'm flying back for $130. I think is what it came out to be. So,
yeah, everybody give him a world of crap for not driving back with me.
Listen, I got to come back so I can do more, so I can build more guns. I finally got stuff in stock. I got to actually be able to get these out. I finally one guy, Gabe Castro, give him a shout out. He's been so patient. I've had his guns for a little while, and we went back and forth on what to do with them. Finally was able to get all the parts in and get everything done. But it's been, I've had some people's guns for months now because of everything that's been going on with shipping. And then, oh, thank goodness, they got the canal cleared. Just as shipping was starting to pick up a little bit, that happens and just slows everything down again. But it's, really has been, logistically, it's been very difficult on this end. And I do appreciate everyone who's been so patient, really trying. I don't want to cherry pick. I don't want to just say, somebody says, that I only want this done to my gun. Well, if you're in line, you're in line. I really don't want to be cherry picking because I've been on the other end of that and have been on the other end of that with Evic for months and months and months. That's been going on, and that ends up screwing the customer in the long run because I'm trying to take care of these guys, and they're like, oh. So,
I've been on both sides of that. It's really holy crap. Did you see what AMC did today?
Numbers wise?
Yeah, it's at 37 right now.
No, it's not. Oh, aftermarket maybe.
Yeah, it's at 37.
It didn't close at 37. Let me see.
It's at 37.10 right now. Sorry, guys. This is one of.
That's aftermarket close prices.
I don't care. Everything's in the green for me today. I'm happy camper.
Oh no, it closed at 32. AMC closed at 32.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my sell order is going to go through then.
No, not if it was a limit. It's only gonna go for the day.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pretty sure that when it kicks off in the morning, it's going to be fine. So yeah, baby, that's that Reddit team at it. All right, so sorry, that was I clicked on the wrong link, and that was my ADHD going off, and it's like, yo, what's going on here? I gotta watch my Doge too. So, anyways, back to the fun parts of the stuff that we're gonna do. So, VFA game. If you're not there, you're square. Just saying. I will be having brisket there. I'm bringing a smoker up. So, if you mentioned that you saw me on the stream or saw Pop on the stream tonight eating our sushi and mention the fact that I said this, you come up, you can get a slice of brisket because that bad boy is curing right now.
I definitely got to give a shout out to Brax, by the way.
Where is that little?
Shoot a message for offering to pick me up and drop me back off at the airport. Very nice of him.
I thought you were riding back with me back to the airport.
Yeah, but either one of you, I'll go. It all depends on who wants to go when. I made sure to get a late flight. My return flight isn't until 7:59. So
that was the wrong chat, but oh well, that'll work. That'll get to him.
It'll work either way.
Oh, 1 second. I swear, my daughter gets a debit card. She's like, "Oh my god, I need to talk to my bank. I need to talk to my bank."
She's got people now.
Yeah, bring your phone back. She's in trouble. All right, so let's talk about environments and heat catting and everything else. So for us, let's see what the weather is going to look like for Bristol here. Okay, so for Bristol, Wisconsin, let's see what's going to be for the next 10 days. Here we go. All right, evidently it looks like we're bringing the heat. It looks like it's going to be a high of 84, low of 63. Let's hope that low stays for most of the day, because I would definitely be very happy about that fact if it does stay. But even still, 80, 84, 86, that's not going to kill you and I, Greg. It's not even going to really damper us too much, especially if we're in the shade. That's going to be like, that's December in Florida.
Birthday party this weekend was 96.
It was 96 degrees, a little bit humid.
No cover.
No, that was the sad thing, right? I was in cover.
Not in the field you weren't. There was no canopy in the field.
Yeah, there is. I was in the woods.
Oh, in the the other side. Yeah.
I was in the woods. I was my happy ass was not staying out in the sun. The only time I was in the sun is when you saw me walk up to the house and shoot everybody.
So, how do you like the new field?
From what I've seen so far, I like it. Obviously, it needs a little bit of improvement. What it needs is a good brush fire to get all those needles out of the way.
You're the only one who doesn't like them. Everybody else likes to be able to jump and dive into them because they're soft.
It is definitely soft, but it gives away my position. For one. And two, that's just like some sort of creature waiting to happen, hiding underneath.
It could be any kind of creature too.
You're right. That's why I didn't say snake. I didn't say lizard. I said creature in general because it could be any damn thing. So going back to the point of hydration. So like Greg said, a lot of times you're probably going to want to pre-hydrate. So start chugging all that. Greg got on my butt a little bit because he saw me sitting down. He only saw me drinking Powerade, which wasn't the case. I was also drinking water and Powerade because I was sweating. You know, I always used to say sweating like a pig, but pigs don't perspire. but it looked like I was taking a shower every single time I went out in the field. And I came back, I chugged a thing of water, chugged a Powerade to balance out the water and the electrolytes.
Yeah.
But it almost wasn't enough. I went to my car, sat down on my car, had to turn the AC on full blast. I did not help break down like I normally do. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I need to go. Feeling a little nauseous, got a headache going on. And then I went home and I went to bed at 7:30 p.m. and didn't wake up till 9 o'clock the next morning. And for anybody that knows me, knows I don't go to bed before 2. My body won't let me. And that day, my body's like, F you, we're on strike. So even though the temperatures are going to be kind of low, I recommend everybody still go and get hydrated as much as possible, like pre-hydrate, because you're going to need it.
Yeah, if you don't have a hydration pack, carry a bottle of water with you somewhere. Always have some kind of water on you, on your person when you're playing any kind of extended game. And like I said before, Joker just said now, make sure you pre-hydrate, because once you're thirsty, you're already a quart low. All right, if you're feeling thirst, you're already a quart low. So you got to get that water in you beforehand. Have some salty food, some sodium, get that in you. A little bit of sugar, get that in you as well. That'll help keep you balanced. You'll shut down though if you don't have those electrolytes. So your body won't respond properly. So you got to get that in you. A little bit of some. Take your vitamins if you're into vitamins. Take your vitamins beforehand. That'll help balance you too. But nothing's more important than getting that water in you beforehand. So
yeah.
And don't try to be a tough guy. You feel it coming on, or if you stop sweating, don't think you're okay. There he is.
There he is. Yeah. And the sad thing.
Turn it off. I just got to get up in the field.
The sad thing is that like a lot of people just don't think about this stuff, and it's like we have to go through and talk about it and everything else. And but it even happened to me. You know, it's like I'm a big proponent of not heat catting, and making sure people are doing what they're supposed to do and all that stuff. And there's been several times where it's just ow, dick.
Yeah, it's it. It is, and it's definitely one of those things where I find that some people they try to play like it's they're tougher for not doing it. You know, I don't need any water. You always need water, no matter what. You need water. If you think you're full, drink more. Keep drinking water. Keep drinking it. You're never too busy to stop and do that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the game. The game will be there.
Yes, it will. And are you done? Are you done making like the ridiculous noise, sir?
That's a Humvee. What do you expect?
I expect when you join in that you're not blasting out our ears with sirens, horns, and engine noise. How about that? You know, unlike you, I'm wearing a headset.
And I was like, okay, I guess I will because I'm. It's not my fault you decided to start doing streams on the day we have open play.
You were made aware of this.
That thing is still as much a Humvee as Caitlyn Jenner is Bruce. Okay, that thing's not much of a Humvee anymore. You changed.
Okay, when I pick you up from the airport, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, yes it is.
When he goes to pick you up from the airport, you're gonna get arrested as domestic terrorists. Okay.
If the springs aren't poking through the cloth of the bottom of the seat. What's going on, rather? If the springs aren't poking through the cloth at the bottom of the seat, if I don't feel every single bump driving along, that's not how I'm be anymore.
You know what the funny thing is? It's like I think what's really going to happen, Papa, is that you're going to turn around and going to be like, "Yeah, I'm definitely riding back with Joker. My back is killing me."
Okay, I actually got really, really nice seats put in this thing, so
and that's what you just proved my point.
We play Airsoft. We don't actually shoot bullets.
Which it was a fun conversation I had with some random person today when I went to go get the key fob done on the car, which they didn't do right because the locks don't work. So I'm just going to get my money back and be like, screw you guys. We're sitting there. They're like, oh, she goes, tell me you got to go out, that you're out there hunting. And I said, yeah, sort of. She goes, what do you mean? It's like, I'm hunting people. Her eyes got about that big.
Oh my God.
I was like, and I shoot them with plastic BBs. And it was great. So, yeah, guys, I mean, even though, you just be careful with, especially the temperatures and stuff that are going on right now. Just pre-hydrate now. I mean, I'm gonna be probably pissing like a racehorse on the way up on Thursday.
Yeah, there's like 4 empty water bottles in here from just today. Oh wait, I haven't seen comments.
JMR Topic Coding LLC. Go ahead and email me at mark@screechdragon.com and I'll send you the address. So that's now that's out of the way. Let's go ahead and show a little sneak peek, shall we?
Of what?
Of the house.
The house.
Greg knows what I'm talking about.
Coming through.
Oh, hey, Deadpool. The house at the potential field.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna before I click on this and before I preface this,
I'm in the field.
I'm gonna preface this by saying that once again, the only thing I heard the entire time when I'm getting prepped for this is remember you're there to enhance the experience. Enhance.
Mm-hmm. This is somebody else's birthday party. You're a clown at the party. You are not. You are not an attendee.
So I am a marionette. I am a puppet for their amusement and pleasure. So I just walked onto the field. I went back to respawn. Now I'm going up. I joined this one right at the beginning of the game.
Where is it?
This
is Greg's new field.
Yeah, this is the potential new field. This is the one I'm hoping to get.
It's funny. I actually have an announcement too. Why not? While I'm here.
Right. Braxton and I are getting paid.
Now,
what?
Now, mind you, I've exposed myself on purpose for them to shoot at me.
Wow. Probably don't want to say that out loud again.
I know. I love saying it.
I am off to the side right now laughing that they let him walk in full view all the way up.
Mind you, I'm still walking. I'm not running.
There's
Greg.
7 of them in that house.
Watch this. This is funny.
Peekaboo.
I look at Greg and I shrug my shoulders and raise my hands up like,
Now, if you roll back about 15 seconds, just before you tapped him with the gun. See that orange barrel right there? That's the barrel. The attackers have to hit that orange barrel, knock it over. Right?
That one right there.
Okay.
All Joker had to do after he tapped that guy was walk, not run, not duck and crawl, nothing. Walk, and he could have knocked it over.
Just kick it over.
But I'm just shaking my head like this, he's just trying to fit. So he just stood there for a while. There was nothing for him to do. So
I will say props on that dude for breaking the plane, whether he was doing it on purpose or not.
I'm still laughing. I think this is hilarious. I'm just standing here. It gets better. I mean, and this was one of Greg's builds, a Ronin, a KWA Ronin. So
yeah, that's right. How you feel in the Ronin?
I look back to Greg. I was like, I'm not trying. I'm not going to let him just take me out, but I'm not trying either.
Sorry, the Humvee just got hit.
That should be like a an on-demand sound. The flip.
Bring it back. I didn't hear it.
Ow.
Bring it back. I didn't hear it.
Rewind that. Turn your volume up, Brax. You got to hear this.
What's up?
Wait for it.
Wait.
There's a flip. Yes, that should always happen. That should always be the thing.
Great.
Ow!
I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name. Hello.
Wozniak. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Hit. Good shot. Good
So
shot.
I finally got hit. I'm not taking cover. The only cover I'm taking is between those two windows, so I don't get shot by whatever's like.
One second. Goodbye. Hang on a second, guys.
Here, I'll meet you.
I know. It's great, even though it's got an almost dead battery in there. I need it.
Oh wait. Yeah. Oh, let's tinker with All right, I gotta find the. Oh wait, it's back this way.
These guys loved full auto that day too.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh my god. So I decided not to go up and attack the house just yet. I just stand out in the open and be like, trade shots with that guy. Oh, I got him too. This one is going to be kind of funny. Poor little lizard got scared.
What's up, Brax? Why is Brax waving?
There you go. I was muted. Sorry, they're playing zombies, and they wanted to see if there's any humans left on the field.
Oh.
There's one guy and 4 or 5 zombies.
There's going to be a funny part coming up here in a second. Like this was the new guy that hadn't played before, and I said, if I point my gun at you and say bang bang, you better take it.
You better take it.
And this was a birthday party of people that actually were regulars. Well, some of them were regulars at the field. Some of them were new players, but some were regulars at the field. Get that
I
arm
can't knock it over.
Ooh. How many people are in there?
7. It was a private party, so it was 14 people altogether.
And is Joker just murking everybody?
Yes.
Not exactly.
Multiplier.
So this house is actually.
I'm sorry, I aimed at him.
Is actually massive.
Sorry.
It's actually very big. It's basically the central.
It was the clubhouse.
Yeah, it was going to be a clubhouse for the community.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of it because LT decided to end the game at this point.
What's that?
Oh.
Right there. Watch. Kick.
Game over.
So I'm going to find the other part that's as we talk here that was even more funny, which was the guy that didn't know where he got shot from.
Oh, just looking around.
Oh wait, here we go. This is another funny spot. This is how lazy we were on the first game day. We're all just sitting in chairs. This was the first birthday party,
All right,
you know,
so far.
so We weren't supposed to go. These were the inexperienced kids we had to go up.
Yeah, this was a birthday party for. I think one guy had a gun. One guy. Everybody else was rentals. So
I'm just trying to find the other one and this is also shows the power of Greg's gun too. When I find it, it's going to be pretty funny because it was the Indestructible. It was so quiet. The guy literally was like, hit, and he's looking around. It was great. But I mean, well, here I'll show it on the screen. It's part of it's Australian pine forest, so it is kind of shaded. There's all the pine needles that we were talking about.
Yeah, the ground is all pine needles. Like, there's not dirt. That's just straight pine needles.
Well, now you're deader.
You did. Now you're deader. I think this is Tinker. As soon as I can see whatever gun he's using, I'll tell you exactly who it is. But
that's not you. We can't hear you breathing, and you're not lumbering.
All right, I'm call this game.
Oh, it is me.
Magic!
First person Bigfoot cam.
You find him at the last second.
B5 faux fum.
Yeah.
This is me stalking the party from behind. And it's not like I really did anything special. I just walked up the road, through the house, and
yeah, the trails in the woods here.
Watch.
No, I can't see him.
I'll go back again. I'll point him out. He's right there.
I couldn't see him looking around though. I saw the figure.
He goes like that. So, and then I'll find the other one where I was nestled in like an Alabama tick. I was far back there in those woods. Yes. And it was real funny because there was set parameters that go in play for every one of Greg's games.
Hang on, I'm kind of interested in watching the behind Brax's Humvee right there.
Oh yeah, they're waving at the So yeah, they're gonna do search and destroy next. So
shit!
I'm gonna go get the bomb.
Wait, what happened?
What?
Enforcers caught fire a couple of weeks ago. Enforcers, who's enforcers?
Yeah, I don't know. What that is.
So I guess they're asking if your storefront's open yet. So the answer is
yes.
Mine
or
I imagine Greg's, because Greg's the only one that doesn't have one open yet.
I'm partially open. Partially.
Oh, that's right. I'm not going to have the zombie game on camera. Damn it.
We just did zombies just now.
Yeah, no, that's the game where I almost heat catted at. I got into the
Jesus.
Okay. So we're open for repairs, upgrades, and builds. Have him contact me.
Wait, his gun caught fire? Like
the lipo blew up?
Probably anywhere from there down to the EFCU, depending on what the gun was.
Did you guys hear about that kid who had a lipo tucked in his molly webbing a couple years ago and a BB hit it? It blew up his vest.
Stop it.
Yes, I've heard about that. Luckily, it was blowing out away from his body, not into his body, because that would have burnt a hole right through him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like apparently he had it just tucked in a molly webbing and BB hit it just all over the front of his chest. And like no one knew what to do. This kid was just like, his chest was just blowing fire.
Evidently, like 6 months ago or 7 months ago or whatever.
Hold on. Wait, Radlers, message me directly on Facebook, either me or Dead and Outfitters. Either one of them messages me.
That was not me.
All right. Sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to respond.
That's no problem. But somebody threw a lipo into the dumpster. Dumpster picked it up. They picked it up, and it hit the compressor. It pierced it and caused the truck to catch fire.
Nice. That's always good. Speaking of which,
it was some board. Yeah, I know. I got 2 batteries left to make sure they're fully charged.
Yeah, that's that lovely sound of, I forgot I left the battery connected again.
Out.
Is that the one just now?
G&G.
Oh, that's the G&G. Let me
Everybody
see.
said the piston.
Gentlemen, here's your Tech Corner moment.
Which is a great segue.
If you hear your gun making funny noises, stop firing it, because that can happen. Let's see. Can you see? And let me get.
All right, I'm not a tech, but I don't see a piston head there anywhere.
No, there sort of is. There was one, and the pieces of it ended up in the nozzle. Yeah, that's and I mean, there's supposed to be a series of teeth there. Those are supposed to be there also. So yeah, if your gun is making a strange noise,
Yeah, I see him.
Shooting black
and
projectiles.
and you load it with white BBs and black projectiles come out, please stop shooting it and call your tech immediately. Thank you, sir.
He said.
We lost Brax. I think he went too far away from the Wi-Fi. He'll be back. Which is a great segue into the next portion, which is let's talk a little about getting tech service done, shall we? So
Yeah, get rid of the whole thing.
we're not going to mention any names.
I'm okay with that.
I know.
Hey,
Wait, hang on. Brothers, no. Don't. I wasn't saying that. We can talk about it all you want, but it's easier if you message me directly, and we can and then we can have a one-on-one conversation. Sorry, Joker.
I got you. I
Yeah,
understand you responded to him, and that's perfectly fine, Rattler. So to send over the information to Greg, we were not telling you to don't go over here. It's like, because hey, look, if something caught fire, I want pictures.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. You actually added to the conversation, but yeah, it'd be a lot easier for me to get all the info and things like that if we go direct. So, but
so let's go a little bit about this, right? So I paid, I think it was 16. Well, let me go to the receipts, shall we? I believe it was over $1,600 for
not that one. No way for that one.
Evidently, I overpaid.
No, you most certainly overpaid. I either that or I'm way undercharging, and you guys I'll have to thank Joker now for me doubling my prices. Because that's if you paid $1,600, did that include the gun?
Yeah.
Let's see. That gun costs what, $270 new?
Yes.
I think that retails about $270 new, which means let's bump it up to $300. That means you paid $1,300 in upgrade, both parts and labor.
Yeah, new rail. It's supposedly I don't know, maybe a 10-to-1 gear set ratio.
Which one are we talking about? Is this
Joker gun?
The Joker gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
New rail, which could be $150 depending on the rail. But that actually had that was Goldie had the DSG. So yeah, you're probably I think you were the 9 point something or 10 point something to 1 high speed, which is very odd. You had I say it's very odd because of the motor that we
and ultimately it was left inside. Let me just put it this way: I spent a lot of money on that gun. If I could find the receipt, I'll pull it up and I'll read off what's supposed to be on there. I know I have it because the repair work that's been done to it before. I'll just say that if you are going to be putting in something inside the gun, like that you're supposed to be doing all this stuff on, and you charge somebody for a motor or charge somebody for parts that's supposed to be there, and it's not there, that's sort of a dick move. And, frankly, the only reason why I don't put them on blast is because I at least have some respect for the company and what they do for the community. But that's about it. Like, I will never again get any of my stuff worked on by them because that was just some bullshit.
I mean, guys. So when I remember when I first got into this, and lipos were really starting to become the thing. People were like, "Oh, you got to get an 11.1. That's your first upgrade." Right? I'm like, because an 11.1, 11.1 volt, 2,000 milliamp, that'll push just about anything. Well, you can't take a weak motor and just throw a bunch of electricity at it and expect it. It might work for a bit, but don't expect it to last. And that's. I think that's what really happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was told that it was going to be an upgrade. And now, see, I'm not a tech. So if you take advantage of me and I find out about the fact that you've taken advantage of me, we're going to have a problem. So let's see here. I think I found them all.
It started to rain, and I had to get the Humvee down and get all the electronics covered up and stuff because I don't have doors on it still.
Okay.
We understand, and it's okay.
Well, I have half doors. So.
I'm just trying to find the
so that's what was left in the upgraded gun.
Yeah. Well, it's like sort of like the gold DSG. The gold DSG did not have an upgraded barrel or hop up in it. It had a stock hop up and all that.
And the stock base aluminum barrels, the lightweight aluminum barrels, not the aircraft aluminum, just that lightweight aluminum. Which I don't. That's they're. I actually prefer a brass barrel over those, because brass barrels are sturdier. But I mean, that's an unbecoming look.
Wait, no, the DSG, we've had to swap that out. And here's why I know. All right, so that I won't give them shit for it. The reason being is because they had put in a Max Pro hop up, which does not work with 9mm mags.
Right, but I wouldn't have just the barrel's going to be the same. We would have kept the barrel. So the hop up, fine, but I would have kept the barrel.
I'm just trying to find the.
And while you're looking, we'll take Brax's opinion on this too. Have you come across? I know that there's some out there. And before I go any further, I just sent a message to the gentleman I mentioned before about I just finished some of his guns, and I sent him a message. He sent me a Crytek, and with the Crytek, he sent a Gate Titan.
Okay.
In order to fit a Gate Titan into a Crytek gearbox, you have to own a mallet and a hatchet, because they don't. Yeah, the Gate Titans,
right?
What's that?
You have to do some milling.
Yes. Yeah. You got to chop and Gate and Crytek gearboxes are best left untouched because of the proprietary gear set with the auto shimming, which is a spring. But so instead, you put an Aster in. An Aster gives you, for most players, all the same exact functionality that you get from the Titan.
Yeah.
A Titan offers you where with an Aster you can get with a Titan you can get down to like 1/1,000,000th or something like that for the lightweight for your trigger. And Aster actually has greater gaps, but not anything anybody's going to notice. It's why I love the Asters. I've got them both, but the Aster fits directly in. It's a drop in for the Crytek. So he sent me this, and I went ahead and I put that in, and I told him put the Aster in because I didn't want to chop your gearbox up. I have it. I have your Titan still. I can send it back to you, or I can take it from you and cut cost from your build, whatever you'd like to do. And I even told him, if I buy it from you, I'm not going to give you as much as someone, even though it's new, someone you could resell it for, because I get them at a discount.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I gave him all this information, let him make the decision. I believe in that. I don't believe in hiding anything. I don't believe in, nothing like that. I'm going to give him all the information, let him choose, and he did. When you have techs that use either old parts, right, Joe?
Yeah.
He's had that several times.
Fuck you,
have
simple.
Techs use old parts, or you have techs that they say one thing and do something else. Not a fan because it's a bad name. So I don't know if you've ever had any encounters with anything like that.
I found the receipt. And what's supposed to be in that one is Gate Titan version 2 Advanced, rear wired.
It is.
Siege Tech 10.44 ratio Revolution Plus gear set for version 4.3, professional installation required. It's a Tinley GT 3500 ultra high torque speed F5000 series AEG motor.
That one did not have a Tinley in it. Most of the other ones had. That one did not have a Tinley in it. I'm not a huge fan of those anyhow, but it's not that they're bad motors. They're just not my favorite.
Then there was supposed to be a Tinley aluminum alloy cylinder head with rubber. Tinley aluminum large vent hole piston head with Japan bearing. SB black aluminum cylinder with holes M-57. SHS fiber reinforced polymer piston with 15 teeth. Tinley version 2 aluminum ball bearing spring guide. Modify regular pitch AEG upgrade spring. Max model Titan advanced speed trigger. CNC aluminum style E, which by the way, I love that spring. I love that speed trigger.
Uh-huh.
And then of course the Max M4 M16 CNC aluminum hop up chamber Pro.
Are you okay, Brax?
My allergies are killing me.
I'm sorry. Here live on screen, Brax is dying. We're watching. This is a snuff film. We're watching Brax die here on live feed.
Oh God! Someone just punched me in the face.
I think that's what happened when all the trees ejaculated on your face, sir.
It's literally like plant cocky. I can't do it.
Oh my God! All right, children, time for you to log off. This is no longer a PG-13.
And on that note, good night.
Oh God, my face itches and I can't breathe, and my nose, and I'm sneezing. It happens every time I go outside, up in that damn field.
Oh my God! By the way, Blade Shadow, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
Step 1, hand crank on. Step 2, let him work. Step 3, Bert. No, you forgot step 4. Pay him.
Yeah. Pay only after it
moves. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go dip my face in acid.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
gonna go, Bert.
I really believe, I believe in being straight up and honest, and I 100 when I hand a gun to somebody, I'm always nervous. I don't care how many guns I built. I hand a gun over. I'm always nervous because something can always happen. These guns, especially AAGs, a lot of moving parts. A lot of things can happen. I hand it over. Here you go. Shoots great for the first 15 minutes, and all of a sudden, it craps out. I get it. Give it right back. I'll take care of it. I think that everybody should stand behind it that way. We're in a community where there's a lot of money being thrown around, and not everybody has that money. I think that we should stand behind our should stand behind our customers and not abuse them. So, but that happens.
I agree with that 100%. And it was like, for instance, I there's a couple times we're trying to figure. One of the things that I know most techs hate doing is fixing somebody else's fuck up.
Excuse me, in my throat.
I know Greg particularly just loves fixing other people's fuck ups. But when something like that happened, like I said, I could easily put this company on blast and to show the receipts of what I'm supposed to have. But that's not the intention of this. The only one I'll always put on blast will be Simple Airsoft, because they put used parts from other people's guns into my gun and a buddy's gun, and I don't appreciate that. But understand, there's also another thing to understand too. Like when you have all these guns go burnt, especially with it's an A and G, realize, guys, that's a high stress build.
Yeah.
And that high stress build is going to be prone to failure, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You can only plan for so much.
That is the case with anything in life. Like any created. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Anything created, like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, sports cars, race cars, things like that. I mean, you look at what's up, Andrew? You look at like NASCAR, cars racing in NASCAR or Formula One or anything like that. After every race, they strip them down completely and rebuild everything. They don't just put them in a garage and drive them again next race.
So what I hear is I just have to have you fix my guns every single week.
And what I hear is you have to pay me to fix your guns every I mean, what?
Only when catastrophic failure occurs. Thank you. Come again. Oh man. But it's kind of frustrating, to hear what was actually going on. So you're right. I did not spend $1,600 on the gun. I spent $1,600 on two guns, the DSG and the other. So I'm pretty sure when I looked at everything, that build was $1,200 with the gun. So, because I also got a $175 discount, because I wisely saved my thing to the very end. But the thing that's frustrating is that I put all this money and they put all this effort into making a high speed gun that's going to be high stress and everything else. And the one thing that they don't do is they just don't follow through with, putting in like one of the major things that needs to be done. It's like, it's frustrating.
No, I get it. And you know what? Look, I can even give benefit of the doubt on this one. How many guns did you have come through there? I mean, just on that order alone, there was at least two, right? But
so
you've had several.
Yes.
And it's possible it was an oversight. I mean, it happens, especially if you put the gun back together and it worked. There would be no reason to think that
eight guns of my own.
I'm trying to help him. So,
I mean, I am personally not gonna sugarcoat this particular portion of it. You
know me. I'm not gonna. Obviously, I'm always gonna try to give a little bit of the benefit of the doubt to someone.
Yes, I know you are. But in this particular case, it's, that was my song all day. Every time I'm turning around, I'm hearing that beep 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 beep.
Wait, Andrew. I used to until I gave it back.
And when he gave it back, he threw a party, had a band play, and everything else. Saying, ding dong, the shit is gone. Ding 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 dong. Ding dong, the shit's going on.
Now, there are some guns out there that, like, no matter, you can work on them all day, and if there's one thing that's always broke, is one thing that's going to always be broke. You've got what's called and you suffer with this. The box mags box mag. You know, if they're not, if you've got a high speed LMG and your box mag is not keeping up with it, then it makes no sense to even have the high speed LMG because it's just not going to fire as many BBs as you want it to.
And that's why I bought a whole bunch more box mags.
7, actually, if I remember the count right, wasn't it? Was it 7 or 9?
7.
7, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Where the hell did they put that box anyway?
I don't have it anymore. Can't blame it on me.
Oh, I can. It just might not be true.
Oh, no.
Oh, and if you want to talk about stuff that is, talking to people and saying stuff, and then it turns out to be like, thing. So I talked to Sarah yesterday. Was telling her, I told her that you're coming up to Mayhem Mill, and she goes, "You all better find me a place to get my scallop steaks." I said, "It's not you all, it's Greg."
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
And it gets better. I then told her that she seems to forget the other part of that conversation, and I said, "That reminded." I said, "So it's not a matter of what is discussed or whatever was said. It's what Sarah remembers." and you for sure, sir, said, "I'll get you your steaks and scallops."
I don't remember. I actually don't even. I remember where we were when that happened. I don't remember anything. I don't remember how or why it occurred, other than she was mad at me because she was on the phone with you and you were talking shit like I was saying something.
You were. Oh, you did say something, and then you turned around because I was arguing with her, saying because the restaurant we're going to go to does not have steak and scallops, and we thought they did, and then you turned around and made the comment along the lines, "Well, I'll buy it for her," and she heard that.
Oh, I don't remember that
because I was busting her balls back.
I think you said Greg said he'll buy it for you is what I think was said. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's irrelevant what you and I said or whatsoever. It's whatever she heard.
Look at your ADD. We're at 58 minutes.
I know, and we're right on track.
Because I got a team meeting I got to try to make tonight also, so I can make some announcements to them, so that I can eventually make announcements on here to everybody.
The announcement that you got the Guardian Center.
Yeah, if I got the Guardian Center, there would be no waiting on announcing that.
Yeah, especially as much money as you have to put up for that. Holy crap!
Oh, yeah. No, I did not have the Guardian Center. Don't. But
I like fucking with people.
But we got some good announcements coming out. We really do. Some really good announcements that are going to be coming out.
Speaking of the whole ADD thing, it's like I was snapping a lot lately the last week or so. So my wife finally is like booking me an appointment with the doctor so I can go get something for my ADD because the pandemic. You shut the hell up. You're next. I don't know what you're laughing at, kid. You're right there with me.
Somebody called DCF. No, I'm just kidding.
It was funny because on what was it, Monday? Yeah, geez Christ, I don't even know what day it is. Yesterday, I was working on 8 projects at the same time, and I kept bouncing between the 8 projects. All 8 projects got done, mind you.
Did they? Because
they did. They all got done.
I didn't get an email back from anybody. Oh, that was on Monday, not today. It's okay. It's okay. Don't act like your screen is frozen. No, sir. It doesn't work that way.
But like I had worked on 8 projects at once, and I got everything I wanted to accomplish to get done. It was driving my wife up a freaking wall, though. So
it's amazing what you can do with crystal meth.
I finally hung the drywall up inside of like all the drywall's now hung in my. Except for around like the door frames and windowsills, because I don't do that shit. I don't do the finished work. I need Jordy to come over and take care of that for me. Yeah. I got the drywall hung. I got stuff sorted. I got batteries ready. We demolished half of the tortoise enclosure, so now that's actually gotten larger because the tortoise now has free range in my wife's garden. I've listed some stuff up on eBay, sent some stuff out from eBay. Sent a few emails out for some little never mind.
I'm listening. But
For an angry little troll that keeps bothering me every single day. Where are my emails?
I'm just saying. I'm listen. It's not for me. It's for everybody else, including yourself.
Oh, I know. I'm doing.
You have to help me. Oh, by the way.
Yeah. What's that? Sorry. How?
Because it never got paid the first time.
What? Yeah, it did.
Previous amount due was $3.04. Total amount due is $5.54. Fee charge $2.50. Original date invoice.
I'll pay it tomorrow.
Invoice date was 5/24 actually.
And that's also in SunPass can kiss my ass. They not only because that car was added to the SunPass account, so was my Navigator, my truck, my other truck. And yeah, they still are not taking the money out of my for the Navigator. I got you. I got you. So I did not realize that was not there. A whole $5.54. Don't worry. Oh no, we can't renew the tag. Why not?
Hang on one second. Oh, never mind. All right.
So yeah, when it comes out of the text, this is like an open message to all the texts too, man. Eventually you're going to get caught. And the last thing you want to do is.
Is that you?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Last thing you want to do is piss off somebody that spends a lot of money in your shop, because at this shop, I could track $8,000 I spent in less than a year of just my money. So there we go. Sorry. So just don't do it, because eventually it's going to get out. I mean, and no, I haven't contacted the shop, and I probably won't contact the shop to have them fix it, because I'm not going to put them on blast. I now have something even better inside of it that's going to make it go. Do you have it there? Do I can hear it? Can I hear it? Pum, pum.
Not yours yet. Wait, do I?
Yeah, you said it was done.
Oh, yeah, then I do. Let me see. Let me see.
Ow. Stop with the teeth. You can nudge my hand, but just don't hit the teeth. So, eventually you get found out, especially when something happens. But look who it is. It's Z Monster.
Hey, we get to give the person congratulations.
Congratulations, sir. You're back home now, right?
I am. I'm back at the house. All is well. I'm out of El Paso. I'm not responsible for 600 people, so it's awesome. So
let's hear it. Let's hear it again.
Hang on. Ready?
Oops. Did you just break it already?
No.
What is that?
That's my PCC-9 that's been doing stuff like that where it doesn't work after it's been shot a few times.
Wow.
That was like the complaining I was doing about a certain tech that didn't follow through and do everything they were supposed to put inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not working now?
That was it. That's, you know what that is?
Huh.
Yep, that's exactly what that is. So because of this, that was the over voltage. Good thing I did that. Yep. All right. Let me see. See if I can get it back. Nope. All right. No worries. Well, anyhow. Anyway.
That's why you probably do it. Probably the box back. Pretty much that gun is an awesome gun. It shoots very far. I love that gun. And we having problems like that where there's is it the MOSFET now? Do you agree that it's probably the MOSFET?
The only way to really I told you before I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought putting a brushless in would fix that problem. It looked like it fixed it until just now. So I'm gonna have to put the swap the MOSFET out. But that'll happen. If you're putting an 11-1 to try to get a motor that's not designed to pull that kind of strain, you're gonna send over voltages. That's what you kept getting. And eventually capacitors wear out. And that's what happened. So
Nice.
by the way, Sal, I got one for you. I had my son called me Sunday. Sunday. They're allowed to call. I haven't spoken to him in a little bit. I'm like, hey, buddy. He's like, hey. I'm like, you all right? What's going on? He's got that attitude thing. Talk to me. He's going over everything. Tell me everything that's going on. He's happy most of it. He starts talking about how Dad, they just don't tell us anything. They're not giving us information. They want something from us, but they're not giving us anything. And I just inside I'm laughing. I want to say welcome to the Army. Had to tell him that. I said, listen, pal. I said, honestly, you're a private. I said, you're dealing with nothing less than a staff sergeant on up. They don't owe you anything, but you owe them answers. So it's just how it's going to be. If you don't like it, make rank and make a change. He's experiencing really starting goose because he's all done with basic. He's actually only got a few weeks left of scout school. Right. So he's really starting to experience like real Army.
Let me. I'll tell you a struggle that I had for the 2 years I was in command, and as soon as I get the, here you go, Sam.
I will say, love the shirt.
Thank you. It's one of my favorites. I've had too many friends develop cancer, and I lost my grandfather to cancer before I was born, so I never got to meet him. So a chance to get this shirt, and have the money go to a good cause. So getting back to what your son's going through. So one of the themes that I harped on most while I was in command was the fight to communicate. The information's getting put out there. The requirements are getting put out there. It just dies at a certain leadership level. And it was amazing because we have to do these command climate surveys the first 90 days you're in command, and then you've got to do another one about the midpoint while you're in command. And it's amazing the feedback you get from the soldiers because it's basically an online survey. Oh. And there's a part of the survey where they get to free write and put whatever they want in there. And a lot of times, the big nuggets of information are we only know what's going on when the commander and the command sergeant major are in front of the formation telling us what's coming up next. And so that was kind of like the first ones that I got when I first took command. And me and my sergeant major made a very hard effort to fight to communicate. And then COVID happened just as we were like getting, leadership was getting the information out and down to the squad leader level. And hey, soldiers, you can pull information out of your leadership. You can ask them, hey, sergeant, what's happening next? What do I got to do next? It is completely okay, at least in my battalion, to ask that question. And just as we were starting to crack that nut, COVID, the Rona hit, and it just kind of, so to me, all I kept saying was, gentlemen, we have to fight to communicate. We have to continue to push information out more so now that we can't bring everybody together. And that was kind of my parting shot to the soldiers was, hey, one of the last formations I held was, hey, fight to communicate, continue pulling that information or pushing that information. It is your duty as a leader to do so. And just, if that was the last thing I could affect before I became a staff puke again, that was kind of like my parting shot. So
an ignorant soldier is dangerous to himself and his unit. An educated soldier is
no shit. The longer, the more you know, the longer you live in combat. Let me grab something real quick.
It looks like he's actually gonna be kind of cool. Looks like he's actually going to Fort Stewart, Georgia. So, oh God, not again with the dog.
Oh, this is what she's been waiting for. She's been waiting for this. And she's been nudging me and doing everything else. So I just got to do this, get it out of the way. You done? You done? No? More? Okay. There you go. And she literally just walked out the door.
Didn't realize my computer was like, or my iPhone is killing the battery so damn fast. You see, more better, more better. Okay.
Super weird.
You froze there.
Process.
There we go.
My move is complete. I'm back at the house now. All is well. Ooh, it sounds snappy. So
Yeah, and that was actually with the 7.4. I think, Joker, I take it back. I think that might have been battery might have been bad for me. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll put that bitch through its paces before I leave the shop tomorrow.
Well, that's the hope. Let's see.
where the game?
That's,
Where the
that's 7.4.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that gun's got a range of almost of 300 feet. It probably can go a little bit further. So that's why I like that gun so much, and it's a 9mm bagwell. Which, by the way, Z, can I go ahead and get that one LMG without a bipod that looks like a regular rifle, mounted as an LMG?
You're an ass.
I saw that post.
Oh.
I was dying. As soon as I saw all the shit he put on that gun, I was like, all right, I'd do it just to show up and say, what class is this? Just to be a little bit funny. But damn, boy was being serious.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, it cracks me up because we've got one. I was in the middle of driving back from El Paso. The move back was such a tragedy. Drove through hail. It happened. Went on the move back, but then I get back to the house, and I'm like, all right, let me. All the staff are up in arms in the group chat we have, and I was just like, oh my god,
You guys are being trolled.
this guy's like, oh, suck at TCA, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, man, look. The other half of this is,
You're breaking up quite a bit there, Z. And I think we lost him. And I think I also lost Greg. Or Greg's on mute.
Yeah, sorry. I'm talking to someone. I'm trying to bring. This is it. Here.
Yeah, I haven't dialed it yet. It's still on that ham mode.
It's still doing that?
Yeah, I haven't dialed it yet. I'm finished.
Can't hear anything.
All right, sorry. So yeah, this is the new Indio.
Yeah.
And it actually has the new super shooter gears in it, 13-1s, and it's got the new. I switched over, and it's got the new brushless motor in it. So, let me see with the 7.4. He switched over and he's frozen again.
I was laughing at you. You pull the trigger. It's
Oh no, that's actually the startup when you plug it in.
Oh, I thought you plugged it in, pulled the trigger. I was like, because the look on your face was like,
No, that's the startup. Sorry. Yeah, that's that was with the 7.4. Here's 11.1.
Sal, you move and then you stop. You move and then you stop. Nice.
That's.
I don't know what's going on here, man.
That's
Okay.
the ones with the brushless.
Are you connected to the Wi-Fi? Are you near your Wi-Fi port? Let's troubleshoot this out.
Yeah, let's troubleshoot this real quick. So, not entirely sure what's going on.
Because you were fine until you plugged it into whatever you plugged it into. Then all of a sudden you were and freezing.
And there he goes again. Oh.
I'm dragging.
What do you mean it's going to be a little
And there
one-sided?
I go again.
That's weird.
Let me
Are you
figure
on your phone or are you on a computer? It's another great face.
yes.
We should be screen capping all these
Great faces that it
grab-
tosses on.
grab every one of them.
If you're on your iPhone, close out of every other program and see if that fixes it. Like just swipe up and take it all out. Sometimes there's like a Wi-Fi hog in the background. Andrew, what do you mean it sounds like it's going to be a little one-sided? I mean, if it's anything like what happened last time, the bootleggers and whatever the faction was that was solid, decided to turn on the Turks at some really inopportune moments. So I'm not going to trust anybody this time. I'll put it out there right now. Like, as a refresher from what happened last time, there's going to be one particular group that I'm going to be murking the hell out of every single time I get. I don't care if we just made, the game-winning deal at the end. I'm still going to shoot them all. So at that point, they better put me on some sort of recon mission where I'm away from them.
Well, should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, this is the biggest year I've had as far as going and playing goes. I played Starburst is the only away game I've ever played. I played that 2 years. So going now to going up to Wisconsin this weekend, and then going to where's next? Next is
Mayhem Mill in Carlisle, South Carolina, and then you get a month off. You get the month of August off, and then you're going up to it's a little company that does Milgram games. I'm not sure if people heard about it or not, but it's at this place called the Guardian Center. Serious Viking 3.
I got suckered into that one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The funny thing is we can hear you fine. Your videos are shot.
Yeah, you got sucker.
It's suckered in. I had to convince somebody to do something for me to help sucker me in. That's right. Actually, by the way, I mean, I could post this out, or I could throw it out there right now, and maybe you could do something about it. I've had a pending request to be part of the private group, and it's been pending for about a week now. So I don't know if you have any say or oversight into admin thing, moderators or anything, but I haven't gotten an approval yet to join that.
Oh, the Serious Viking Eastern Empire chat, whatever.
Yep.
There's a chat for that.
Let me look.
Yes, there's a chat for that.
Yeah, there's a chat for it. Oddly enough, some people answer the questions, some people don't.
See, I didn't even know that there was a chat for it, but I know what's going to happen each time whenever I go out there and all that. It's like my job's to go that way.
Wolf. There's something.
No, I bring people with me.
You mean people chase after you because they're like, well, might as well follow that.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
If my guys are with me, it's a matter of.
But... Okay, there we go. Let me see. Should be a bunch of guys in here.
I'm not in there.
Huh. Remember, it's 24 requests.
That's funny.
Just put a ticket for someone else class. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Dustin Mowry, what kind of ticket did you buy? A ticket.
Yeah. We got a ticket for the thing, the place with the game where I go shoot.
I've been watching some of those ticket requests and all that stuff, and some of it's been funny. Like the one guy that was trying to sell a press pass or whatever, and the guy's like, "I'll take it. It's just for press." They won't know if I have a rifle, right? Yes, they will. Oh, you're only posting it publicly here. Nothing can go wrong there. Oh. Don't know if he froze again or if he's just because his eyes haven't moved at all. He's like in deep thought. Yeah, and Mayhem Mill, we're going to be green. There he goes again. Mayhem Mill, we're going to be green. We are rebels. I don't know why it seems weird to me that rebels are in green. I don't know why. It just seems weird.
No, think of you're a Star Wars guy. Think of Endor.
I get it. I understand it. You know, shut up, Yordi. By the way, Yordi, I have some mudding for you to do at my house. Thank you. But...
Yeah, actually, there's work here for you too, Yordi. Come show up.
I'll be at Greg's shop sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, there you go. I'll put you both to work. All right. I gotta bounce.
Yep, we're about. Hey, you said you gave me an hour and a half. We are 8 minutes away.
No, I gave you as little time as possible. You said an hour to an hour and a half. This is exactly an hour to an hour and a half. Yes, I know, and I put hours in on top of the hours you put to fix some of that stuff. But I appreciate your time anyway.
Damn.
It's okay. I fixed what you broke too.
Ooh, of course. My job was to break stuff. My job was not to fix anything. My job was to go through walls like the Kool-Aid Man, and I did.
Sorry, Ben. This just happens to be one of those days where we are we're ending early today. Unless somebody else jumps on with Joker, I don't know what else he's got. I have a ton of work to do because somehow I got convinced to fly out on Friday morning, dark 30 Friday morning, to fly up to Indiana. So, and I got to deliver. Apparently, I got to deliver these guns by tomorrow, I suppose.
Gun, GUN, one.
One. Yeah, okay, yeah, the one.
Just one.
All right.
Not multiple.
Rattler drink, mic drop. I'm just saying. So I love you guys. And actually, we will be doing we're doing the AAR Sunday evening, correct?
Yeah, on the drive back, we're gonna pull up StreamYard, and we're just gonna blast it as we're driving back because I have the vehicle for it. I mean, just put the cell phone up there, turn that bad boy sideways, and we're gonna talk all about it on the way back. So that's gonna be good. Ben. Yeah, we were talking about the reason why, and the reason why that we're ending early is because I'm leaving Thursday to go to. I'm driving all the way up to Wisconsin from Florida, so that's a 20-hour drive. I got to get packed. I got to go over to Greg's shop tomorrow, pick up my gun, pick up his gear because I'm hauling his gear up for him. I'm probably not going to play even Miami Airsoft tomorrow. You shut the hell up, Yordi. He's got other more important things to get done before your build. Thank you very much. So, and then on top of that, I have to make the wife happy by getting some stuff cleared up around here before I leave because I'm going to be gone for upwards of 5 days. So I know you guys are angry and frustrated with the fact that we're not having a 3-hour stream. Now, I'm sure Papa will agree with me. We're very happy that you guys want us to have these 3-hour streams and that we give you entertainment on a Tuesday night. Unfortunately. Well, you're definitely younger. I wouldn't say prettier. Oh. I know what I want to tell you, Greg, and this will be a funny thing for everybody else before we go off tonight. Not Airsoft related at all. So my hot tub has been down for a solid month and a half, and they keep sending me the pump to fix it. It's a spa control unit that controls the heating, the temperatures, the jets, the lights, everything is in this one capsule. First time they sent it, they sent the wrong part. Second time they resent, they sent the same part that is wrong again.
Okay.
Guess what showed up on my door today?
Wrong part?
Yep. I called up, and that manager comes on the phone, and I kid you not, I can hear him yelling in the background. What the hell is wrong with these people, these morons, and everything else? Turns out where these pumps were, these control units were, they were on the wrong shelf. So instead of them actually checking the part number, after the second time of getting it wrong, you'd figure they'd check the part number. Nope, they just grabbed it off, threw it in a box, and shipped it out.
Fantastic.
All right. Do you need it? Z, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I had to fire up the good laptop. So
did you have something for Greg before he has to bounce out?
I guess I'll put it out so Papa can hear it. We're going to do our recon here next week, and we may add some more Tier 1 tickets.
Oh, okay.
So I think we will add more Tier 1 tickets. So we'll see how fast those go.
Fantastic. All right. We'll post that up too. Let's see if we can get some folks. And I don't know, I'm sure it gets asked constantly, but we'll ask it here as well. So are you opening up any more at all, or have you maxed out at everything?
I won't be able to give that answer until we meet with the actual Guardian Center. They have a hard cap on the number of players. Okay. So, I'll tell you, we'll talk more about that after,
Sure, yeah.
That's one topic of discussion I could easily talk with Mark about.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw it out there because I definitely know, as soon as I told people that me and my guys were all going, they're like, well, I got people that want to go too. I said, look, I think that's it. I think you missed your mark, and I don't think you're gonna be able to get it. But I'm throwing it out there because obviously it's not like this is your first go round. You know that people, if you build it, they will come, kind of thing, and you know that people want to get out there.
And the annoying part about this has been guys waiting until the absolute last minute to jump on board. And these are I'm not talking about like new players. I'm talking about players. Well, I was going to go and the number of we hit the damn limit.
Fast.
The number of people, we maxed it, and we maxed it at the beginning of May, and so the event's not until freaking September, and we already sold out. Which has me concerned because there are people buying tickets because it's Guardian Center, not because it's Third Coast, and that's a concern all by itself. It's like, hey, look, if you haven't been to a Third Coast game, now's not the time to jump on board and go, oh, it's Guardian Center. It doesn't matter who's hosting. Well, it does matter because
it definitely does.
The rules are slightly different for every event host. And then you've got some cheese dicks out there that confuse us with Centurion and AMS. Guys were emailing us, when does Copperhead tickets go on sale? I don't know. Why don't you ask AMS? Or hey, when you guys doing Blakely, Georgia? I'm like, I don't know. Why don't you ask Centurion? I almost wanted to joke around and give my PayPal address.
Hey, I gotta bounce. Jacob, take care. Good seeing you. I'll see you again next time, I'm sure. Hopefully, we'll get some more time next time.
Yep.
Hey, Papa, I'm aiming for 2:30, 3 o'clock tomorrow.
All right, so I'll see you at 4. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Later.
Get out of here. That's so him out.
So yeah, dude, that was just the frustration with the first week of May. Guys offering sexual favors and highly priced collectibles. Hey man, please give me a ticket. Like, guys, there is no more room at the inn. And then they start hitting up other staff expecting to get a better answer. And it's like, hey guys, we're at 700 players. And if I do it for one person, I got to do it for
and then a snowball effect.
Yeah.
So it's a great AO, and technically I don't fall under that problem because we have a separate thing where we had that's just a lesson. There's a lesson to be learned for everybody. If, like, say, for instance, you are planning to vend at an event, and you say, "Hey, I'm vending at an event," especially if it's something where they're going to sell out fast, like Guardian Center. you should probably be saying something along the lines to the event host of, "Hey, where's my invoice so I could pay you for the table space so I make sure I get my tickets that I need for that event? Because if not, your ass could be end up high and dry."
So, that's another thing we have to hash out with them because every sponsor has to be on some form of liability insurance, and then we got to see if they want to cut. So, that's that's real. So we got to talk to them and go, hey, look, here's who we have coming. And then of course the sponsors fall out of the woodwork too. I kind of laugh at that. Guys who we haven't heard from in like years want to come on board and sponsor. And I'm just like, hey, when we gave up chasing sponsors several years ago, you guys never responded back, or you played the ask so-and-so, well, that's so-and-so's call, and that's so-and-so's call. Like, look, one of you fuckers make a decision. Are you going to sponsor us or not? And then finally me and Sam said it's cheaper just to buy the object and give it away for free. And now we have sponsors wanting to come back and go, hey, we want to sponsor the event, and we want to go to Guardian Center. I'm like, hey, it's going to be expensive, and you want to sponsor, it's great. And then we hit the cap, and it was like, oh shit. And then you have the host, the owner of the facility going, hey, we want to know who's coming and what's their threshold and how much they make. And it's amazing how money gets tight when defense spending gets tight. And everybody's asking for every nickel and dime they can get squeeze out of customers. That's pretty typical of locations that do DoD training. I don't know what the budget's going to look like for next year. That's going to open up some AOs for us that have been closed for quite some time.
Camp Shelby.
Guys were asking about Starburst, and it was just like, hey, when the Marines get back to us, we'll get you a date. Yes, we've always done it in October, November because the Marine Corps ball was in November. Well, the Marines are, I don't know if they want to drink for free or not. They better hit us up soon because the weekends are filling up pretty quick in October and November. So I don't know. Yeah. And then Copperhead, we were all looking forward to Copperhead, but I guess Bo is under the same thing that delayed it. COVID may delay it again.
Oh,
so,
I
don't know.
Hopefully, with all the guidelines being loosened up with more and more vaccinations and stuff happening. I mean, look, I cannot wait till I can send my little hellions back to school.
Yeah.
We just got a phone call today from Angela's teacher. She hasn't turned in any work all semester. Semester's over in 2 weeks. Why haven't you told us?
Yeah.
I mean,
so stuff like that like my nephews finally went back to school, and I don't know, man. I mean, the governor of New Mexico's, yeah. But anyway, the more I talk about Copperhead, the more I have people emailing me, when do tickets go on sale? I'm like, I don't know. Ask AMS. But we thought it was you guys. I'm like, no, it's AMS that hosts that event. Ask them. Trust me, we're going to want to go too.
What's the next event you're going to be at, though? Or are you not allowed to say? Is that another?
No. I may be at Mayhem Mills.
Oh, nice. All right.
I might be. We're trying to figure out what work looks like. I should be starting a required school next month for my assignment.
I take it you're going to be tan again?
I don't. Yes, I think so. I think that's the side that's. I think it was like 29 green or 29 tan and 79 green.
I haven't seen the numbers, so I don't know.
Sam was like, "Hey, do you think it looks like we're gonna go tan?" I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So more to follow.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to going up against you.
The last go around was pretty good, man. That AO was pretty good. I'm interested to see what the Mayhem Mill looks like.
I was in there. That one is 1.5 million square feet of just indoor factory space that still has all the machinery, and looks like you froze again.
Oh. Okay, you're back.
Okay. You froze as far as I saw. It's 1.5 million square feet of indoor industrial textile mill space. So all the machinery is still in there. So there's like a lot of corners and all that. I don't. I see that Dark Horse 6 is talking, so I'm sure that's Tats. Steve, honestly, I liked Mayhem Mill better than Elkin because there was more places to hide in. But that's just me. Plus, I found my murder hole.
You found that one spot.
Oh, it was a spot that pissed the hell out of pissed the hell out of the cartel. Yeah, because one guy held off 3 full squads and they couldn't do anything about it for the longest time until they finally took me out. And when they took me out, they were kind of pissy about it. I definitely got overshot. So I'm looking forward to that one. Are you going to be at the VFA game?
When's the VFA game?
This weekend.
No, I won't be there, man. My son's birthday, he turns 20. So, it's great to be back home, be around the family. Last year was such a freaking, oh my God.
You're preaching to the choir, man.
Well, they wouldn't let us travel. And so I was trying to get home to see him graduate high school. And it literally came down to the wire where it was like, hey, I need to be allowed to take leave to go see my son's graduation. Well, COVID, yeah. I was like, look, man, like if they're going to do a high school graduation, obviously they put COVID protection measures in place. It's an in-person graduation. Let's go. Let's do this. And so, luckily for me, the deputy commanding general took pity on my soul and let me travel. So to come down and see Lou graduate was, proud parent there.
Yeah, we were just talking about that stuff, about all the stuff that we had to give up for the COVID stuff and all that, because it's really like now you start seeing the memories that start popping up from like 2 years ago and everything else. It's like, I can't believe just 2 years ago, I was at a convention with 50,000 people with not as concerned. We joked about con crud. And, then we have a pandemic and all that. So I can't wait to be out doing business again, man. It's like, we've had, it's been a rough year and a half, to be honest. But we're really looking forward to Guardian Center. That one has a lot of our guys excited for it. We got the gun truck mostly finished. We're going to be putting on the new turret here probably in about 2 weeks, because I'll be out of town this weekend. So we have to weld the steel plate to the back of the truck so I can have the turret for the back, because we're turning it into a 360 turret.
Wow. So Daniel Luis Sorelli just sent us a message. Hey, Third Coast. About to sell my photographer ticket. Yep, got it. Also registered a vehicle under my name. Due to some breakdowns, won't be available at the event. Going to have to drop it off the roster. So Green just gained a vehicle spot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's good. I'll message him back here in a minute. So finalizing, going to do the recon next week. Really excited. Going to do a live show if we can, if we have the connectivity from the AO to kind of give a sense of players. Hey, this is Objective Dorothy. This is Objective Lisa. Hey, this is the tunnels we're going to be using. Kind of jazz players up. A lot of people, stuck on. Well, we're not using the subway. Why not? Well, because the AO said no.
Yeah.
Plus playability in the subway. In that subway's that long ass tunnel going north to south, not the L-shaped car tunnel. That's very much in play. So we've got to place a few things for them. We got to finalize the tier 1 setup. We're trying to do a Camp Shelby-esque tier 1. And that's, I think we're going to do it. I think we'll pull it off. So
that's actually going to be my first tier 1 where I'm a player.
Yeah.
And not a prop.
Yeah. No rolling prop. We try to do something different every tier 1, and this AO lends itself to, well, we got to use this. We've got to use this part of the AO. So the boys got together and we're laying it all out. I'm putting the slideshow together to send it out to them and saying, hey, here's the tier 1. And then we'll walk it and make sure it flows right.
Nice.
I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if we're going to add any more tickets. Like I said, it really goes back to what the staff at Guardian Center allow us to do. To hit 700 players, I think it's awesome. But you can't shove 1,000 players on an objective or 1,000 players on an AO and expect to have fun. It just doesn't. The game's got to be played.
Targets of opportunity for me.
True, but I mean, you're talking about space and.
I'm aware. I know what you're talking about.
You know how it rolls.
Yeah, I mean, we've been to plenty of events where they stuck 600 people only inside of pretty much 70 square acres, or 500 people in like a 20-acre AO, which
yeah.
It depends on what you like for gameplay. As for adminning it, there's a reason why I don't admin events. I mean, I'll be embedded to tell a ref, hey, look, that guy's not doing something right. That's one thing, but to be one of those guys in your black jumpsuits I was standing there while I heard people say like some of the most basic rule sets and everything else, which is sort of why I figured you guys were being trolled a little bit with that LMG rule.
Yeah.
And it's like you need to have a bipod, you need to have upper rail on it. It's like, okay, yeah, I get all that. And then I was looking through making sure the CM16 was still listed on there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need that for one of my vehicles,
Yeah, and of course, the guys are like, well, based on your rule set, I was like, look, dude, if you don't like our rule set, don't come to our events. I had Sam going, let me find his name, I'll refund him, and I'll sell the ticket to somebody who really wants it. And I'm like, sure. If you're going to be gaming the system, don't come to our events. Let it be said now. It's simple. Go to somebody else's events and do that shit and watch you. They'll be like, I don't want your money either. And then you'll have no place to play, and you'll either see the light or you'll find another hobby, or you'll masturbate till you go blind. I don't care. But at the end of it is follow the rules. Follow the rules or don't come. It's that simple.
Oh God.
Dude, now it's like a great weight is off my shoulders. So watch out, world.
More truisms. Or he's going to masturbate and go blind. Either way, it's not my problem.
Not my problem. Not my bag. Not my shit. But they go, well, I should be able to do this. I should be like, okay, look. And I got one cat like grilling me on the 417. Like, oh, are you sure? I'm like, guy, I got staff that have trained with the Turkish military, that have trained with other NATO partners who have adopted the 417 or the NTP or NTK 76, whatever they want to call it, depending on if they have a license to build it or not. It's a 308. It's 308 AR, AR-10, what have you. They have 2 of their guys in their squad configured as DMRs. They have 2 of their guys configured as support weapons. Everyone else is carrying, a rifle, a battle rifle. Well, I haven't seen it. Well, then you need to get out more. Or if you're just a freaking airsofter that likes to watch a lot of YouTube, watch more YouTube. But for the guys who've walked the walk and talked the talk, these eyes have fucking seen it. So. We try to replicate it in Third Coast.
We had this discussion, I want to say last week or the week before. I don't see why there's suddenly this big push to change established rules. Like a guy wants to be able to use an LMG indoors CQB style. And it's like, well, they do it in the military all the time. I was like, yeah, well, they're intentionally trying to do harm to somebody. That's and in our particular instance, in our sport, those LMGs have a higher joule rating, almost twice the joule rating as some of the other guns, like an SMG class. It's 1.5 times higher. So I really don't want to hear that. Because already on the field, people get pissed off when they get hit by full auto. People already don't know what the hell 60 feet is. They get pissed when somebody comes around a corner that's just pre-firing the corner, laying around the trigger, and then they get hit before a person can put their hand up. They're hit 20 times because they got a 50 round per second DSG.
Yeah.
So I understand that the problems with the sport is, and I mean, you're already seeing fights almost break out because of that crap to begin with. Now you want to add an LMG that has 0 MED inside of a building.
Well, the other half is like, well, let me lower my saw down to 155. Oh yeah, okay, and we'll put a big neon sign behind you. You can look like a samurai warrior with your clan Obanaga, flag off the back of your ass, and it'll say this guy's using a 155 jewel saw. No, guy, because all I'm gonna hear is this knucklehead's gonna come and go. This guy shot me full auto up close with a saw, and he's shooting hot. It's just drama. It's just drama.
Yeah.
So come on.
That's like for the bus. That's one of the things we had to do is when we had the guns that went down, we had people using regular M4 rifles in that position. They're like, oh, they're shooting less than 60 feet. I was like, yeah, but you got shot with a pistol.
Yes.
You got shot with a pistol, and you're complaining that you got shot less than 60 feet with a pistol. Come on, guy. Come on.
Yeah.
And they're like, so it's like, that's why we just said, screw it. It doesn't matter anymore. 60 feet's the hard limit for everybody on the bus. But I just don't understand how people just keep wanting to change established safety rules. Like there was another one saying, oh, I'm not going to wear full seal iPro on the field. It's like, okay. And then one guy was complaining that the field they went to, the admins were walking out without any iPro at all. And it's like, please tell me what field that is because I don't want to be there at all. And they're like, well, we don't want you there. I was like, good, because I don't want to be responsible for somebody going halfway blind or fully blind by accident.
Yes. So, guys are like, well, it's my eyesight. Yeah, okay, but when you're blind, you can't see anymore out of your eyes. And your kid later on asks you the golden question, Daddy, how'd you lose your right eye? You better tell them the truth and say it was because you're playing BB Wars and you were a dick. But I'm sure that's not the story you're going to tell.
No, and then no matter what, these are the same assholes that if they had any eye damage whatsoever, would be the first ones to sue whatever insurance you have for that location. And sue the person that shot him. And it's like, well, I signed a waiver. I can do this. I was like, it's not going to stop you from being a dickhead. And
no, and so it's negligence. Once negligence is established, well, they should have kicked you off the field. There's a lot, someone can say that the host should have done something. So the other half of this is a great conversation. The other half of this is it's getting harder and harder to get insured.
Mm-hmm.
And we fought that fight very early on last year, about this time last year before Starburst, when the insurance company said, no, we're not doing it anymore. And Sam and Tony and the guys jumped through their asses and found insurance with the caveat that we're not going to share the answers to the test anymore because we don't want to get screwed because it's our livelihood. This is a livelihood of sorts. It does put some food on somebody's table, and so it was like, hey, we can't. Sorry, we're not going to share everything. We'll share as much as we can, but when it comes to insurance, it's going to be a closely guarded secret because we've noticed that other hosts that we were all insured by the same person at one time. They no longer want to underwrite the risk.
Yeah. Like, for instance, I had to, when I was going through for the vehicles, because I need to have liability insurance for the vehicles for what I do, because I'm driving around a school bus and I'm driving around a modified Beetle or a pickup truck. I mean, I had to go through, it took me 6 solid months to find the insurance company that was going to insure me for my liability insurance. And then some of these guys that are bringing the vehicles out are like, oh, well, I just have it on my vehicle insurance. I was like, have you called your vehicle insurance and tell them what you're doing? And they go, of course not. I was like, well, don't be surprised if something happens and you get sued. You're not going to be covered under any of your insurance policy. You'll be covered only for a very minor bit. Now, there's also a reason why there's cameras on all my vehicles. So that way I could prove who's at fault or not. Not to sound like an asshole or anything, but, I live down here in South Florida. Do you know how many people try to do fraudulent
Oh yeah.
Accidents and crap all the time. I had one almost happen to me today driving around. And then when the guy got up, I got up beside the guy, I was like, all of it's on dash cam. Suddenly he took off like a bat out of hell, knowing he's going to get caught for insurance fraud.
And again, I've noticed more and more people are getting dash cams. I was like, what is this, Russia? Because I noticed it in Russia. A lot of people had dash cams before they were cool.
I had one ever since I started I had one the third week I was driving for Uber. So I had a Uber story incoming. I picked up a mother and a daughter in front of a club, and they had their friend with them as well. The daughter was underage. Her mother took her clubbing and got her drunk. The daughter then puked in the back seat of my car, which means that they're going to get a cleaning fee regardless, right?
Yes.
So as I'm going down the highway, she starts to do it, and I go to pull over and to stick her head out the car to puke. So she pukes on the floor. I was like, mother, and instantly I'm pissed off. I was like, all right, my night's over with. I mean, sure, I'm going to get a cleaning fee. It's going to do this. So I raced them all the way home, and I was speeding. When I got to their place, the mother was like, I'm going to clean this myself. I was like, no, you're not, because I don't want you grinding puke into my carpet. So much so that I was already on the phone with the Uber support line, the emergency support line, when Uber over the phone heard the woman threaten me, threatened to get a gun, told the one kid to go get her gun, forcing me to drive off, and all that. That night, she called Uber and said I hit her. Next day, I bought a dash cam. Next day.
Let's say next day.
Yep. Because and it protected me. It got me out of It got me out of speeding tickets. It got me out of like there's certain areas when you're driving like Virginia on 75 and 95. It's good to have a dash cam because sometimes those cops like to pull over out of state plates and give you a ticket that's astronomical, and you just point to the camera and say, "It records my speed. I got it all on camera, guy."
Yeah.
So, but going back to it, that's one reason why we put all the cameras on the bus or whatever, so we can record inside and outside of the bus. We want to make sure that people are safe. Plus, also, if the event holder needs to see something, like say somebody goes and tries to sue the insurance, like go to file a claim against your insurance, say, hey, the bus hit me. It broke my foot. Reality is they broke their foot because they stuck their foot inside of a hole or whatever. But yeah. So getting past all that. So do you have any new announcements to make besides Serious Viking?
We're doing our NAM game, our NAMSoft game at probably one of the best fields in Texas in August. Prairie Fire, which I find it hilarious that Arma dropped an expansion to Arma called Prairie Fire. It was like, okay. And one of the guys was asking me, why'd you guys name it Prairie Fire? I'm like, know your history. That was the cross-border missions into Cambodia and Laos, also known as Daniel Boone once it got outed. So tickets are moving pretty good on that one. Guys were kind of like, I don't know, it's NAMSoft. I'm like, guys, just do it. You know you want to. You know you're going to have a blast. The staff's going to play to guide the game. It's at a great field, the Texas Paintball in Jonestown, Texas. Again, and the Tier 1's included in the price.
Ooh. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, so
Tier 1's included.
Yeah, I want to say it's like $85. It's under $90 in August.
That's the only thing I don't like about it. Texas and August.
Yeah, but see, if you look at the mission set, the timeline, it's almost like hour on, hour off, hour on, hour off, and so it's not going to be as bad. Plus, the field is very shaded. The pace of the game will be very interesting. Sean Prosen's going to be leading Mac v. SOG, so they're going to be snooping and pooping and setting off claymores and going after the bad guys. You've got Chav and Del Papka, down there with the Viet Cong and VA having a good time. So it's a different pace of a game at a field that really lends itself to a Vietnam setting.
I was expecting you to say it's a dry heat.
It's dry heat. Well, it's not. It's very wet heat. But it's very. What I love about it is it's right on the river. It's shaded. I mean, it's an amazing place, especially if you want to camp. So we're looking forward to that one. I think players will jump on that one a little late. We're going to do a remote show at that field probably sometimes towards the end of the month, just to give a sense of, hey, players, this is the field. Here's a couple of setups or uniform setups that are really inexpensive. So yeah. But anyways, man, I just wanted to touch base with you because I'm back at the house. I'm so happy to be back home.
I mean, yeah, it's been one of those things where it's like the last month and a half, like, so much stuff's been going on. That's why I was like, when I sent you the message today, I was like, yo, remember about the table fee and all that? We should probably get that paid.
Yeah.
Because we have the the truck is like 90% done. The only thing I need to do is put the two-way radio in it and the mount for the turret and the new gun truck's done. We got the rims on there and all that. A lot of work around the house and stuff like that. So, and then the convention season's starting to kick off now. So we're starting to get contacted to bring the battle bus out to regular Comic-Cons and stuff again. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting next year, I think, because of all the big shows and all that. I'm literally probably going to have to make some decisions on, do I want to go have fun today, or do I want to go be at a con today? So.
Yeah.
But we always appreciate you coming on. Anytime you see us live and you can do that, just go ahead and throw a little shout to me like you did this time. It's like, you want to be on? Here's the link.
Well, the other half of it is I'm not 2 hours behind you. I'm only an hour behind you. So,
yeah. So, and our new days to stream now is Tuesdays because I'm going back to playing Wednesdays and Thursdays at Miami Airsoft again.
Nice.
I was only doing Wednesdays for a while, and the belly started to reappear and stuff. So I was like, I got to go back to twice a week. Causing some drama down here. So, but
bring some dollars. So
exactly. So, unless you have anything else, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on and joining us tonight. If you could just stay on for 1 minute after Z, I'd like to talk to you about a couple things offline.
Sure.
Until next time, guys, we will be streaming Sunday evening. On the way back, we're going to do a little AAR with Greg and I from the Veterans for Airsoft game, but we will be back on Tuesday to do the regular stream. So next time, we'll see you out on the field. Stay safe.